What is good, y'all? It's your boy, Saucy Swole, putting you on the sauce. And I was thinking, there's a lot of people who already just started school or about to go back to school. So I thought for today's video, I would talk about how to not peak in high school. Now, we've all heard that term before, bro peaked in high school. But what does that really mean? Peaking in high school, for me, means a person whose best times in their life, the highlight of their life, was high school. You know, for the people who have already graduated, you always know there's that one person who just can't let high school go, who's always talking about their football highlights in high school, their basketball highlights in high school. Talking about, I could have been pro, I could have been this, that, or just a person who can't stop talking about high school. Most likely, they were popular, and most of the time, if they're a guy, they said they had the most girls in high school, and if they're a girl, they talk about how they had the most guys in high school, how they were, you know, quote unquote, the popular girl. Nobody could resist them, right? Those are the type of people who in high school maybe were popular, but right after high school, they fall off. Nobody knows them, and they go into a life of what if. They go into a life of only having fun or remembering the good times from high school. Most of those people in high school nowadays, all they can do is involve themselves in drama. They go out clubbing constantly, drinking, doing drugs. They never self-improved after high school. High school was their peak of life, where they got the most attention, where they had the most motion. And basically, that was the highlight of their life. Now, this is going to be some advice for people in high school, or even if you're in college, this is good advice for you. Now, one thing I would like to say is that, yeah, you're young. Have fun. It's not bad to have fun, but at that time, it's not the most important thing. What you need to do in high school is gonna sound cliche, but don't neglect your grades, bro. Because everyone else in high school, what are they worried about? Getting laid, alcohol, drugs, partying. It's cool to do all of that stuff in high school and college. But what really matters outside of high school and college is those grades, bro. You want to get good grades. You don't want to be a dummy like everyone else. It's not cool to be dumb. It's not cool to let your grades slip. It's not cool to skip class. What really matters in the end is getting those good grades, getting in a good school, or having good grades on your resume so you can get a good paying job. In high school, I grew up in a strict Christian household, so I was already set apart from a lot of people in my grade, in my class. And when I first got into high school, one of the things that I wanted to do is just fit in. That's what I wanted to do. Because most of my life, pretty much all my life, even now, I've always felt like an outcast. But once you see how these people operate in high school, once you see how these people operate in college, Most of them don't have any morals. They sleep with whoever. All they worry about is partying, drugs, alcohol, being cool, being popular. Bro, real talk, none of that really matters. Why would you want to fit in with those type of people? Most of them had low intelligence. Most of them were followers anyway. Why would you want to be like them? Why would you want to be average like them? Why would you want to imitate a follower? Bro, in high school, in college, don't be afraid to do your own thing. Don't be afraid to find your own path. Don't be afraid to get in your own lane. Once I started getting older in high school, I realized I just was not like most of those people. I realized that I didn't want to be like everybody else. I wanted to be my own person. I wanted to be above average. So I started experimenting with different things, like different hobbies, because I just wanted to be good at something till I discovered lifting. And I started taking that serious. Bro, find your passion. Even though you're young in high school or in college, find your passion. Find something that brings you joy and work towards that goal. Work towards becoming better at that passion that you have. Who cares what these other people think of you? Don't be afraid to be yourself. Who cares about what these other people think about you in high school or in college? Because I promise you, after you graduate high school or college, you really think you're gonna see these people ever again in your life? Bro, in high school, I knew a lot of people. I was one of those people who could be cool with multiple different types of people. I could be cool with the so-called some of the popular kids, and I could be cool with the so-called, I guess, nerds, bro. But I knew a lot of people, and I wouldn't call all of them friends, but most of the people I was acquainted with. Bro, after high school, I maybe only see three of them outside of high school. I knew so many people in high school, but after, I only maybe talked to three or four to this day. Bro, you will never see these people again. It doesn't matter what they think of you. You ever notice that the so-called nerds, once they get out of high school, college, those are the people who become successful in life because they were focused on them. They were self-improving. They were focused on things that really mattered, like their grades or their passions. The so-called popular people who just worried about partying and who likes who, most of those people become the losers after high school. Most of those people don't do anything with their lives after high school. It's because all they were worried about in high school was just drinking, drugs, partying, and getting laid. Bro, that's not a flex. In high school, you shouldn't want to be like everybody else, bro. In high school, even though you're young, yeah, you should focus on self-improving. Take those first steps on trying to become the best version of yourself. Yeah, bro, high school, you're gonna like girls, and there's nothing wrong with talking to girls. But don't make chasing girls in high school your priority. Because where does that lead to? Wasted time, heartbreaks, headaches. You're just missing out on the opportunity to get on your grind. Bro, you shouldn't be focusing on relationships in high school. You're still too young. Even in college, bro, I wouldn't even stress about relationships. You should be focused on what you want to do in life. You should be focused on self-improving. Bro, how many relationships in high school actually last? Be real with yourself. In high school, you may date one girl 1 week, next week y'all broken up. Bro, yeah, there are some couples who marry their high school sweethearts, but you know how rare that is? Even if they do, most of the time they don't last. Maybe, yeah, some of them last, but it's a very small percentage, bro. High school relationships, I don't even count as real. Because most of the time, you see them in school. Take the time to focus on yourself. Don't be afraid to go against the grain. Focus on getting good grades. Focus on actually learning something. It might sound cliche. You might not want to hear it because your parents tell you that. But as I got older and as I graduated high school, I realized that is the truth. Those kids don't matter. Being popular doesn't matter. Because I don't want to be like everybody else. Most of those people in high school were just average. And after high school, what did they become? Nothing. But if you were focused on yourself in high school, if you actually developed a plan, have a dream you want to chase, what happens after high school? You start climbing. You start leveling up. Don't be someone who peaks in high school, worried about getting laid, worried about partying all the time. Where does that lead, bro? Where does that really lead? Nowhere. Do you get money for going out partying? No. If anything, you lose money. Do you get money? Do you get well known for getting laid? Do you start getting motion just because you got laid one time, 2 times, a couple times? No. It's not a flex to be sleeping around with people. It's really not a flex to go out partying. Nothing wrong with going out and partying once in a while since you're young, bro, but I wouldn't make that a priority. It doesn't lead anywhere, bro. I had a dude tell me one time that he was ashamed because he hadn't had a girlfriend yet and he hasn't been laid yet. Dude at the time was 16 in high school. Bro, why are you ashamed of that? Who cares? You are making relationships and getting laid a priority when that shouldn't even be the priority at your age, bro. You're 16, you're young. You should be focused on what you want to do in the future. You should be focused on finding a passion that you enjoy, getting good grades, schooling. Bro, you're not even old enough to drink. You're not even old enough to be at places that require you to be 21 and up. and you're worried about your first girlfriend, you're worried about getting laid. Bro, I said, I envy your position. I told him that. Because I've been through relationships. And now that I've been through it, there's a part of me that, yeah, you want that. But if I'd known before I hopped in those relationships, I would have just told myself to focus on myself. Just keep self-improving. Don't even stress about relationships. Because after you get in a relationship, there is a part of you that longs for that love again. But him never experiencing that, bro, he's in a position to level of just purely focus on the grind. You can't miss something that you never had. But once you get that taste of that love, how addicting it can be, a lot of people start chasing that. That's what causes them to fear being alone. Before I ever had a real relationship, I was on my grind, just moving forward. But then after my relationship, the only thing I could think of was, I wish I just stayed focused on myself. Because I wasted my time. I put my heart into something that I shouldn't have. I only ended up getting my heart broke. Because when we're young, most of these girls are in their prime. They feel like they can do whatever they want with whatever they want, with whoever they want. So I wouldn't even put stress into finding a relationship right now, bro. Focus on becoming the best version of yourself so you can attract the best. I know some of y'all may not even want to hear it. But once you get out of high school, you'll realize most of those people who you thought were cool, most of those jocks and those girls that were the baddest, most of those people fall off in high school. Most of those people you're never gonna see again. The girl you thought was the baddest, she got all that attention in high school. Now after high school, nobody even hits her line. After high school, she got kids. She got a bad relationship or she a single mom. She got fat. That dude that was an athlete, a jock, got all the girls. After high school, he never went pro. He probably, all he do is lay on the couch all day, smoke weed, play video games. He doesn't do anything productive with his life. But if you were focusing on yourself in high school, if you wasn't afraid to be your own person, if you found a passion that you enjoy, that you focus on pursuing, after high school, you could literally do anything. After college, you can literally do anything. Become a director, become a doctor, become a movie star. Anything you want to be, you can do that. And even if you graduated high school, graduated college, it's not too late, brother. All you gotta do is take that first step in locking in. You gotta want it bad for yourself. You gotta want to improve. You have to tell yourself, I don't want to be a loser. I don't want to be someone who peaked in high school. Take the steps to start self-improving, because it's not too late. Sleeping around is not a flex. You're only hurting yourself. You're only destroying your chances of having a real intimate relationship with someone. Going out partying all the time is not a flex. Bro, those things in high school that you think matter, like being popular, getting the most girls, is not anything that matters in the real world. There's nothing wrong with having fun. We're young. But don't make partying and getting girls your priority, bro. Because that leads nowhere after high school. It leads nowhere. So I just want to say, don't be afraid to do your own thing. Don't be afraid to stand out from the crowd. You should want to, because the crowd is average. You should want to be above average. So, with that being said, this might be a little quick video, but hopefully I could spread some motivation. Hopefully I could inspire you to do better. Make sure that when you're in high school or college, you take your life seriously. Because at that time, you may feel invincible, like nothing really matters. But at the end of the day, bro, it matters. Your life matters. You should start, the sooner you take your life serious, is the farther you'll get outside of high school, the farther you get outside of college. With that being said, bro, I hope you enjoyed the video. And remember, it's never too late to start improving. So with that being said, remember, we on our grind. We gotta stay consistent, and we have to log in. And most of all, remember, fellas, we got work to do.